Alright guys, I'm not sure if this radio ever did work correctly or not, because I didn't really understand a few things when I first started hooking it up. So what I did is this is going to the data port on the back of the radio, and then this is going to the USB port on the back of the radio. I assumed that this did not have a USB sound card, okay? I didn't remember whether or not it had one or not. I figured, no, it doesn't have one. So, basically, I hooked it up. I set up JTDX, and I had it working. I was making contacts, and I forget what I did, but I realized, oh, this isn't using this. Let's go ahead and pull this out, and I unplugged it. And as far as I know, I didn't use it again after that. And today, I was on the 7300 and I was talking on it, had the amplifier on. This, of course, was hooked to the computer. The radio was not on. I don't think. I don't see why it would have been. Anyway, I don't think the radio was on. I went and transmitted on the radio, and I heard the computer go doot 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 doot. You know, when you unplug a USB. And it kept doing it, and I thought, oh god, I'm getting RF into the computer. So I told my friend I'm gonna have to switch radios. So actually, I switched over to this radio and turned it on, and it wasn't doing it no more. So I didn't think anything of it. And I went to go use the radio to do some ft8. I'm pretty sure I saw it working for a minute. I was pretty sure I saw it putting out like 40 or 50 watts. I mean, maybe I'm losing my marbles. I'll have to watch the live stream again that I did and see what it was doing in the beginning, because it's all documented in there. So I'm pretty sure it was putting out 50 watts with this unplugged, okay? And then I was trying to call a station in Bosnia, and so I wanted to turn up my power because I wasn't getting any reply, and he was actually pretty normal signal. And then it quit working, and I thought, oh, what the hell's going on here? I wonder if something happened with the radio. So I put it in a dummy load, and I went into AM and keyed it up and saw 5 watts. And, you know, I have AM turned down to 5 watts. So I checked FM. Normal. Everything was normal. And I could not ever get the damn thing to transmit again. It would key up. But no, it was like the sound from all the different programs weren't working. I tried JS8 call, I tried WJTSX, and then JTDX. None of them would work anymore. After a whole bunch of fiddling and changing settings and doing this and doing that, changing this, reading this, I finally plugged them both back in, and they work. But it wants to hang up like I'm getting RF. So I've actually put it into the dummy load, and it still acts the same. So I'm not really sure what would be different than 2 days ago when I haven't moved anything around at all. Today I have them plugged in the front instead of the back. Other than that, I switched out the USB cord for a different one that does have ferrite on it, just only on one end. So something is really, really goofy here. And if I open the program, I can use either one to pick up the audio coming out of the radio. And what I've noticed is I've set the back to data, but I don't know if it was set to that before. So you have in the menu system here, the data in select is either data or USB, and that's it. So I'm pretty sure that it was set to data, and then I changed it to USB. I don't know. I've never really cared for the menu system on here. It reminds me too much of like the crap that they have in the damn 891, which is really a pain. But anyway, So if I go and open my program here, let me get in here. Okay, our COM ports all look good. We've got the enhanced COM port. I did download the drivers. I did try to install them from Yaesu. I've also got a USB. That one shows up also. It's just a USB composite device, I believe. I don't know which one it is. Who cares? Nobody cares. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's come in here and let's open up JTDX. JTDX. Okay. So my soda's over there. We do have audio coming in. We can see it right there. I'm probably, let's see, coax direct. Okay. Also, the audio doesn't sound right. I went along with some settings that somebody else had said to make, and it just feels like really crappy. Maybe it's the shift. Okay. Anyway, so some of the settings that people like to play with is the data mic gain and the data level out. The data level out is actually probably, you can see it going up. I don't know what it actually should be. It's by default, it's like about 100. See, we're in the red there. Okay, we'll bring it back down. And I believe the guy, so at 0, we're still seeing something. I'm gonna put it at 1, 2. Hit it at 5. So a bunch of people said put it at 5. Okay. I'm gonna put it at 5. I'll leave it at 5 just for the hell of it. Okay. So they particularly usually set these ones like that. And then I don't know what the data Vox gain would really matter because we're not using Vox. So in the data modes, they were turning off the high cut frequency. They were turning off the low cut frequency. And they did the data others display frequency. They're shifting it 1500. Data is set to others. PC keying is set to DTR. So I really don't know why it doesn't work. I'm actually going off of the data plug. It should, if I go into my menu here, go into settings, we should be able to see audio. It's just on default device. It give you the codec, which is going to be the US cable, and the device. We don't know which one it's using because it's using the default one. Okay, if we use audio codec, that's going to be the USB cable. Audio device is this. Okay. Our radio is set to comport 4. We're at 3840 on the baud rate. None of this other stuff is selected. The cat is over here, but the COM port is absolutely wrong. I don't know if we can share the PTT port. Why is it COM port 1? COM port 1. Select RS230 serial port to utilize PTT control. This option is available when DTR or RTS is selected above as a transmit method. I wonder if that needs to be selected. I want to see that again. It won't show it to me. So one guy had a thing here where he was mentioning keying is DTR. Okay. Maybe it hasn't been discussed, but we need to use DTR. I'm going to use DTR, and I'm going to go COM port 4, I guess. Okay. Let's just see what happens. Cat test, fine. Let's get out of this menu. Okay. PTT does not work. Okay. On COM port 4. We might need COM port 3. Test the cat. It works. Test PTT. Does not work. Okay. You have the option to select any of these. Just USB. And now we have a rig failure. I haven't really changed anything else, but that was to use COM port 4. Oh, try 3. I'm just curious what it's gonna do. Okay, so that does not work when you do that. We'll go COM port 4. Test. It gives me a failure based on what is selected over here. Okay. Now I'm going to click Share PTT port. We test the cat. It tests good. Test the PTT. It doesn't do anything. Attempt to activate transmitter. Click again. Okay. Oh, I think also some other things need to be checked. I don't know. When we do that, we select cat. You can hear it keying up. Okay. Audio codec. Click OK. We are decoding, no problem, no issues. We see our level. The sound out of this is, wacky. Like it doesn't really normally sound like that. I want it to sound like that. I don't want that other funny ass sound. One of the things that I don't really care for that the guy said to do is he was talking about changing this other thing, which was the PC keying DTR. Now, I'm curious. You can use DTR. That's for CW. See, that's the thing. So, I'm not in CW mode, so I don't know how that would even matter. Okay. Basically, data mode, others. Data PSK tone. Mode, others, display. Okay. I'm gonna back out of here really fast, and I'm gonna see with the scope here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm looking at. It looks like it's kind of on the center frequency, actually. So we're gonna go back into the menu, and I'm gonna remove that the guy said to put in there. Because I feel like it's not correct. Okay. Come on. All right. It looks like basically normal to me. Because it's upper sideband, and the marker is on the outer edge of the sideband. And it sounds normal now. So that, I think, you know, maybe it's a preference thing, but I don't know, I'm so frustrated with this thing. Yeah, the audio AFT scope. The scope on this thing is so crappy. Like, I don't even remember how you change it. 40K one way or the other. Let's go ahead and... I did not know this had PSK decode. Wouldn't that be cool? I would have had a lot of fun with this radio when I first got started, because PSK was the thing.
Alpha Kilo 9 Yankee 4 Kilo Alpha Kilo, over.
Oh, okay, I got it. 9 Yankee 4 Kilo Alpha Kilo, QSL?
Correct, you got it 100%, my friend, over.
Okay, Alban, okay, thank you very much. So...
Down to Baja, California.
I don't remember this thing sounding this good.
Oh no, he's taking some fancy, you know, I forgot how big this boat is.
All right. It looks pretty centered now. I'm just gonna leave it right there. It's upper of the marker. I don't know why the guy said it needed to be changed. Okay, so what I don't understand is that the radio is set to take the data from the rear on the data connection. If I can get in here to this. So the sideband mic, I'm not using that because I'm not in sideband mode. I'm in data. I'm not in RTTY, I'm not in FM, I'm not in CW. I'm in data. So the data vox delay, data vox gain, data out, data mic gain 25, and data in select is data. Okay, so if my data in is data, then how the hell is this thing working? But where's the data out? So the input is data. And when we switch it to USB, the input should be coming from this computer and going through the USB. Not going through these cables, going to the round data plug on the back. It has a USB audio card inside the radio. Unless that card's damaged, which it could be, this should work, but I can't get it to work. I've only had it working like when this was plugged in also. And I thought that I unplugged it and had it working for a second. Also, I've noticed some RFI issues. I switched over to another USB cable with very large ferrites that I put on both ends. Okay. Strangely now, we are working. So I guess that's a good thing. I updated the comport 1, which I'm not sure how the hell this has anything to do with this. But I updated comport 1. So I'm tuned up on the 80 meter band. I'm just going to go ahead and... where's my standard messages? CQ, and I want to skip the grid square. I don't remember how to do that. There's a way to do it. Anyway, I don't remember how to do it. Okay. Configuration. Anyway, what I want to just try is see. Okay, enable TX. We'll call CQ, and we got nothing. Oh, but it just keyed up real briefly. So hopefully, it's working. I'm hoping, because I'm concerned that there might be something wrong. There's some other stuff that happened tonight. This is why, honestly, I really think it's not great to have multiple radios. Okay, so I'm putting out about 20 watts, and the tuner indicates 20 watts. And I am not using the tuner in the radio. I'm using the other tuner. Let's see what I'm set at. So actually, the carrier is set to 20 watts. So that's cool. So this all started out as like, oh, this would be a great idea. I'll put this monitor on the wall. I can run the ham clock. I can run the ham shack dashboard. I can run SDR play, or I can just do ft8 on the radio right here. And it's been a great way to pass some time. You know, like it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time I started fiddling around. I think it was 11 o'clock. I'll have to go and look, but okay, so we do seem to be working. We are not using this. Apparently we don't need this. I was fooling myself thinking I did need it. So this thing is working. It's just very fiddly and very much a pain in the butt. And this is why I think the Signal Link is so popular. You plug the Signal Link in, you buy the one for the radio you have, and I believe it just goes to your data. But I'm not sure. I don't know what it would go to on this radio, to be honest. But it just frickin' works. I had my Signal Link set up for these radios to run off the data. And you have to have a special cable, because this one here just has the audio coming out of the round mini DIN pin. There's another wire that's not connected, and that's the PTT wire. But when you have the round serial cable for the Signal Link, it keys the radio from the data port. So you have this USB audio device with controls on it. You don't have to go in the menu. The controls are right on the signal link. You plug it into the data port of the radio. You use the damn thing, and it frickin' works. Instead of fiddling with the built-in USB on the back of the radio and using all this and that. The one thing I guess it won't do is it won't give you cat control, which you still need to use either the USB or you can use the DB9 port. I believe the guy that I got the radio from was using the DB9 port because I got a DB9 cable. I didn't get a chance to ask him because he died, okay? So, his brother didn't know too much. So, this is a silent key radio. I'm assuming it was in good condition when the guy passed. Obviously, he wasn't getting rid of it because he wanted to. He had, you know, he passed away. So, and his brother was not a ham and, you know, really just didn't know anything about it. So, anyway, he had some audio cables to extend these. And he obviously must have had some issues because he installed ferrite beads all over some stuff. He had the RT Systems programming software for it also with a DB9 connector, which I'm surprised, like, what is RT Systems? Why doesn't it program through the USB is kind of surprising. And I don't really know, like, exactly what you would program to this radio, to be honest. I mean, like, it doesn't really have, you know, anything. You could do maybe 6 meter and 10 meter repeaters that might be of use. So I don't have anybody coming back to me, but what we'll do is we'll go in here to our browser, and I'm going to pause this really quick. Oh, as soon as I said that, we do. So N80Q has responded. Anyway, what we want to do is look and see how we're doing on PSK Reporter in the browser. I thought it was already open in here, but I don't see it at this time. Let's look it up. PSK Reporter should have been like PSK Reporter. I'm hoping I already had it open because I don't want to have to reconfigure it right now. Yeah, so we're getting out. We're getting out pretty good, actually. Pretty damn good. Okay. And that's just 20 watts. But what I've noticed with a lot of different things, it can be hard to make contact. I am on 80 meters also, so I need to bump it up a little bit. Now we're going to go to 40 watts and see if we suddenly, like, magically have problems. Because this guy is not being able to copy me. He has replied twice, and actually he stopped replying. So I think that's... Oh, I didn't realize it's not responding. This stupid thing is not doing the auto. You have to have it set to something. I don't know where its setting is. Auto. Alright. And I have them at a plus too, so that's really good. Interesting how this thing was not automatically replying. So usually you sit here and you call, and they'll automatically answer them when they call you. Not always, though. That's why you really shouldn't ever walk away from ft8 while it's going. Plus, if something happens in the radio. I guess if you see smoke coming out of the radio, it's kind of too late anyways. You know. It's like a tube radio where you can, you know, see it's getting really warm, something's funny happening, you know, and you can go ahead and, you know, shut it down in time. Anyway, I'm not too concerned about this contact here. I'm going to go back over here and take a look and see. Okay. We can zoom in and get a better look of our propagation pattern. What I really like about 80 meters is that it'll get close in and it'll get really far out too. I mean, all the way to Hawaii. Alright, we did finally actually make contact. This software sucks, and it's not working the way I want it to, so I'm pretty much done with this stupid thing.